It was very bloody. My mother was coming from Zaria to see me at Kaduna because she heard that they were killing officers and everybody. She was there discussing with some people in the public transport, and they happened to be Ukwane people. So she spoke the language with them. They got to the roadblock. They told everybody to calm down. These two people, husband and wife, were killed. That started my mother's involvement also in the Civil War.
Look at how you wrote it here.
Yeah.
You said on page 27.
Okay.
In the public transport, my mother sat by a couple who were speaking Ukwane, the language of my father, a language spoken by the people of Ndokwa area of today's Niger Delta area.
Okay.
The couple was shocked to see and hear an Ilorin woman with 3 tribal marks speaking Ukwane language fluently. They became friendly and chatted away in a bus in which they were traveling. That again was the power of language for unity, which we have failed to appreciate as a people.
That's right.
You said here, then the bus was stopped at a military roadblock mounted by northern troops between Zaria and Kaduna.
Yes.
During the arrest after the coup. Right in front of my mother, these 2 Igbo look-alike families were dragged aside and shot dead right there. That was happening in Kaduna then.
Yes.
And that is what
between Kaduna and Zaria at the roadblock.
And that has been described as the pogrom.
No, you see, well, you should check the meaning of pogrom. Were they trying to eliminate a whole tribe or a whole group of people? This language had been used many times depending on who you are talking to about the Civil War. When you use the word pogrom, what about Nzeogwu group that killed all the northern leaders? Was that a pogrom? In this case, the Hausas couldn't reach the eastern leaders. They just killed traders and passers-by that looked like Igbo.
So is that pogrom?
Many from Calabar, many from Sapele. People, in those days, if you were not speaking Hausa, Igbo or Yoruba, Sapele people, Gwari people, all of them, if you were not speaking Hausa, you were not you are not from the north. If you are not speaking Yoruba, you are not from the west.
You know, your mother got worried.
Yes.
After experiencing that scene.
Yes.
And she came to you.
Yes.
Insisting that you have a mission to achieve.
Yes.
To save your father's people.
That's the way she put it. That's the language she used. To save my father's people. Then Elijah, you're talking about my father's people. Who are they? I've never been to the village. I was born in Ilorin. I followed you and my father, according to you, to Kwale. You people stayed there for 4 years. You were able to speak the language. I cannot speak the language. I was told that I was speaking the language when I was little, but I couldn't speak the language after all, since I stayed in Ilorin and in Abeokuta. I didn't speak the language anymore. So who are these my father's people? That was the problem between myself and my mother. And she insisted she wouldn't take no for an answer.
That you must deliver.
She went to Emir of Ilorin.
Who was in a meeting at that time?
At Kaduna.
And she also...
She wanted to go to Ilorin, as a matter of fact, to meet the Emir. But then we were told that all the Emirs were holding a meeting at Kaduna with the governor.
Usman
Katsina. So we went to Usman Katsina, who took us to the Emir. The Emir came back to Usman's office, who was the governor of the northern region at the time. And that was how my mother told her story again, that she would like me to save the lives of as many of my father's people. Elijah, you're talking of my father's people. Who are they?
This was your mother who didn't want you to join the army.
That's right.
And now you have joined.
Now I joined the army. Now you don't. I wanted to leave the army with all these killings, and you say no.
That you must save your
My father's people.
And you began that mission.
Of course I did.
To save military officers of Southern origin.
Yes.
You put some of them in the train.
Yes, particularly those of the NMTC. They started killing the Igbo officers at NMTC. In fact, I wrote about one Major Wakwe, Simon Wakwe.
Yeah.
Very nice officer. He was my classmate. We went to England the same time. We joined the army the same time. Very brilliant King's College boy. He was from Arochukwu. They shot him at the back here, and the bullet came out of his mouth.
He refused to die.
He didn't die. That's exactly the word I use in the book. He refused to die. We put him in the plane. He got to Lagos, and they drove him off. And he lived. He lived.
It was brutal during that time.
Everybody was killing everybody. There was no command and control. Everybody was killing everybody.
Even those you put in the train at some point
they were ambushed at Mina. They were ambushed at Mina. Adekunle himself was ambushed at Mina.
He was shot.
He was shot.
But he survived.
He survived. And then even in Marine Commando, he saw all these people that shot him. They were there. He discussed with them.
And your activities got to the notice of rebellious soldiers who wanted you dead.
That's 4th Battalion.